Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Diamond Tyrese HALIBURTON. Before we hop into the video, I want to give a massive shout out to my boy Cabrilla for letting me hop on his account to record this gameplay, in addition to the other gameplays from all the new Tis the Season present meets future cards that we're going to be getting today in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. I'll have gameplay coming with Hallie, but also with Amethyst, OG, and Darius Garland, Ruby, Rui, and Nick Claxton. All of these cards looking intriguing today as well. So it's a pretty interesting drop, and I'm excited to try out these cards. But first of all, we're going to try out this HALIBURTON card, and I'm excited to try him out. Despite the fact that I am fully aware that his release is not good and that 2K didn't change his release, the release is going to kill this card, and I will preface this video by saying that, but that doesn't mean he can't still be a fun card to use. It is a shame, though, that 2K did not change his release, because it is going to absolutely torch this card, and I will say that. But before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 16K subscriber mark on the channel. We're just about 200 subscribers away, trying to hit that by the end of the year, and it's looking super possible, so I'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Tyrese HALIBURTON is 6'5", 98 offense, 89 defense, 94 driving layup, 95 close shot, 95 mid-range, 87 3-roll, 89 free throw, 75 driving dunk, 89 ball handle, 98 pass sack. Defensively, not great, not horrible, 84 steal, 86 perimeter, 78 interior, 92 speed and speed ball, 87 excel, 87 lateral, 95 stamina. Overall, pretty good stats. Badge-wise, great offensively. Agent 3, catch and shoot, claymore, bailout, dimer, needle threader, impeccable, blow-by, speed booster, and touch passer. 30 golds include badges like acrobat, fast, twitch, blinders, corner specialist, dead-eye, green machine, guard up, ankle breaker, break starter, handles for days, hyperdrive, bunny, float game, scooper, spin cycle, two-step whistle, free points, open looks, physical handles, relay passer, spots, triple strike. Silver badge include Dream Shake, Post Spin, Claymore, Chase Downers, Pogo Stick, Workhorse, and Bulldozer. Bronze Challenger, Clamps, Glove, Pick Dodger, and Post Lockdown as well. So he does have some pretty solid defense on Silver and especially Bronze, but doesn't have the greatest defensive badges. So honestly, the main area that you really wish you could improve on with this Tyrese HALIBURTON on paper is definitely his defensive ability, but the part that I'm worried about by far the most is that release, like I've said. And it's not because I don't know. I don't know why 2K insisted on making Tyrese HALIBURTON not be able to shoot particularly well, because everything else about the card is actually pretty nice. Like movement wise, he's got really solid sigs between the legs. Draw ball step back is a great drag back. His same side burst seems super quick. His dribble style is super nice as well. LeBron dribble style is really good, and his release is pretty, like, it could have been pretty okay as well, but he's got one of the slowest PG releases that I have seen this year. I legitimately believe that, and I think that is going to hold this card back more than anything else, is the fact that you just are not going to be able to get shots off with him at any level of consistency at all, because his release is so garbage. It's tough to green, it's slow, it's ugly, it's just not a very good release. So yes, you can shoot from really deep with him, but you can't shoot from really deep with great consistency, I don't feel like, because of the lack of ability that he's got. Fade wise, I honestly don't even know what fade he has. That looked like normal fade, but that is definitely not normal fade to the right. So whatever fade he has is, it says pro fade on 2KDB. It is not pro fade. I don't know what fade it is though, because it might be his own fade or something. I don't know, because fading to the right, it creates no separation. To the left, it's not bad though. If the release was good though, I really would be pretty high on this Tyrese HALIBURTON card. I really would, because movement wise, I'm a fan. Defensively, he may not be amazing, but I think he's good enough where offensively, with the movement that he has, if he had a better release, he'd be a dog. But right now, he just doesn't, and that hurts the card a lot. With that being said, I'm still super excited to use Hallie, so let's hop into a game. See what he can do. All right, going up against Proama, who has Drew Holiday, Kawhi, Jimmy Buckets, D-Rob, and I think at the 4 it was Giannis. Yeah, great squad. Elite level defensive team. Drew at the 1, Kawhi at the 2, Jimmy at the 3 is just dedication defense right there. Putting those guys out as your 1 through 3. So that's going to make shot creation with HALIBURTON pretty hard because of how good the defensive guys are on him. And I think I'm pretty much just going to have no chance when it comes to hitting jump shots with him in this game, based on how good defensively my opponent's team is. But pulling up that mid-range, that wasn't a good look. His fade to the right is just not good. It's not an animation you should probably consider using very often, I don't think. It's just my opinion, but I am entitled to my opinion, and I will give it, and I don't think you're going to have a lot of success if you try to use that animation with any sort of consistency. Attack downhill, good dump down to Giannis. Oh my goodness, Tyrese HALIBURTON being the playmaker that we know he is in real life, with a nice little dump down pass to Giannis for a dunk, and we will take that. Now, defensively, you just got to be decent, Tyrese. You don't got to be the best defensive card in the world, but you just got to guard a little bit, and he tried his best. He did. I respect it. He did get beat off the dribble there. Would have given up a bucket if not for David Robinson, but I'm not going to say he didn't do his best. Fade for me, Tyrese. Come on, Tyrese. Oh my gosh, it's a good look too. Catch, shoot off the blinders, and I missed that one too. How is that late? Why did I just get a speed up? What is that? Why did I just get a speed up on that? That doesn't even make sense. I don't know why I would get a speed up on that. That does not make much sense at all. But get through the screen, contest, good switch, good switch. We're kind of out of position, though. I'm not going to lie. We are a bit out of position indeed. X switch this, guard the slip, guard the corner, contest the corner, get back. Good D. Tyrese, that's as good as I could ask. Okay, well, he greened a heavy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have shot feedback on, or Cabrillo doesn't have shot feedback on, but I don't know what to tell you. That was a heavy. That was great defense, and he just greened it. Like, what do you want me to do? Tyrese Halliburton, by the way, he's going to get a lot of assists in this game because scoring is hard. Pretty simple. Scoring in this game, not easy. Especially with a guy who doesn't have a great release. So we're going to get a lot of assists with Tyrese Halliburton in this game. Good contest. Giannis get out to contest and guard. Tyrese Halliburton getting tested a lot defensively so far. And so far, I'd say he's holding up pretty well. Doing a pretty good job on Jrue Holiday. Contest up here. Try to get through that screen. Contest the fade. That's really good defense. Tyrese Halliburton showing me something on the defensive end of the court despite not having the greatest defensive stats and badges. As I try to Euro step to the rim, and he does a garbage layup animation. I mean, that is just really not... I don't like that at all. I'm not going to lie. It is what it is, but that's tough. Block. Let's go, Giannis. D-Rob caught the ball too low there. This Halliburton card just can't score that well. That's really his biggest issue because, like, he's a pretty darn good card. In a lot of areas, his release just isn't there. And that's the thing that's going to kill the card, I think. Good assist again. He's 0 points, 3 assists so far. And it's just going to be one of those types of gameplays. Not a lot of scoring with him. The one crab 3 we did get, it got sped up for some reason, so that wasn't great either. Get through the screen, though. Contest. We're making him really work with his offense. He doesn't really have a lot of true scorers on the court. Like, he doesn't have a primary ball handler, and we're making him work offensively. And we've been able to get enough going offensively with Tyrese Halliburton. The movement on this card is awesome. I'm really impressed by his ability to create separation off of a defender like Jrue Holiday. He just feels really, really quick with the ball in his hands, and it allows for a lot of versatility playmaking, getting off a screen again, creating mismatches, creating switches, creating offensive opportunities. And Tyrese Halliburton is looking like an amazing playmaker with 4 assists right now. It's just that he can't score. So, like, I don't know how much that does for me if you're not an elite slasher and you can't really shoot the ball at that high of a level unless you're wide open. I know their shooting stats and badges are there, but, like, the animations are not, if that makes sense. I mean, y'all saw I was struggling to shoot even in freestyle to a certain amount with consistency, and in game I just don't trust it. So, and it's really sad because a good release in this Tyrese Halliburton card with the way that he moves makes him, I mean, better than Cade Cunningham. So you're looking at the best point guard in the game is D-Book, in my opinion. Then you have SGA. Outside of that, it's Jrue Holiday probably at number 3, Penny at 4, and then you would have Tyrese at 5, realistically, if he had a pretty good release. He doesn't have to have the best release in the world, just like a decent release. And the fact that his release is an atrocity is kind of a shame because it doesn't, like, I know in real life his release honestly basically looks like it the way it is in 2K, but he gets it off in real life. In 2K, you can't get it off without it being heavily contested, basically, and that just makes it impossible to score. And that is a real shame, to basically ruin one of the best young players in the league's animations because his jump shot looks weird. Like, to me, I'm not a huge fan. Stop, pop, Tyrese, please. Thank you, Tyrese. We got a wide up at 3, and we knocked it down. Tyrese Halliburton, off limitless range, making plays, 3 points, 4 assists. I predicted my stat line would be in a 2K group chat that I'm in. My stat line for this gameplay would be 3 points and 6 assists. I am about to get 3 points and 6 assists without trying to get 3 points and 6 assists. Same side burst. Tyrese Halliburton, stop in the mid-range, throw it down, dump down, back to this, and we're going to go back to a quick slip. Slip and Giannis behind, back up top to Tyrese. I'm going to try to reject the screen to the left. X switch, escape. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton is doing his best. Jrue Holiday kind of hooping defensively, but Tyrese spin move fade. I was trying to get jiggy there, get creative. Wasn't able to make it work, but that's okay. I mean, he probably could have shot that with Jrue. We'll wall up here, though, instead, and we'll contest. And 12-3 lead, 46 seconds left. Game is over regardless, so just try not to make any stupid mistakes, basically. Giannis good D, and no contest at the rim. That's okay. 12-5, 40 seconds left. 3 and 4 for Tyrese Halliburton. Let's get ourselves a screener, and let's go behind the back here. Push the ball to the right, back to the left, up the court, same side burst, attack downhill, Tyrese Halliburton all the way to the rim, and I tried to pass that down to Giannis. Game doesn't let me bail out. We still draw a foul. Tyrese Halliburton's going to go to the free throw line. He feels so fast with the ball in his hands. His movement is great. You can feel the playmaking badges, and if he had a great release, he'd be one of the best offensive cards in the game, but he just doesn't. And it's a real shame, but with that, 5 points, 4 assists, and we're going to come out of here with a solid win. Tyrese Halliburton is still a usable card at the point guard position. I just wish the release was better because that's a killer on him for sure. Good shot there with Jrue Holiday, but unable to knock it down. Tyrese with one last opportunity to push the ball and create something offensively. Pushing it here, that was a good move, but an illegal screen by D-Rob. His escape to a push cross, great move. His size up, really nice. Between the legs, really nice. Behind the back's pretty good as well. He's got a great escape, a great push cross, a good behind the back, between the legs, and full court behind the back. So a lot to like about this Tyrese Halliburton card. On the offensive end of the court, animation-wise, it's just the lack of the release. That is the one animation that you don't really like to see. Hoff blow by to the rim. Tyrese finishes for his final bucket of the game, 7 and 4. I think he impacted every single bucket we scored all game as well. And he played awesome. I mean, he really did. We managed to use this card super effectively without the great release. The efficiency wasn't there, 2 of 7, 1 of 3 from 3. But outside of that, I thought he played awesome. Let's hop back to the main menu. Let's review this Tyrese Halliburton card. I mean, I was really impressed by Halliburton's movement. Honestly, defensively, I thought he was better than I anticipated as well. I just wish he had a faster release. It's the only problem. Like, I can understand. I can live with the mediocre defense. I can live with him being a 6'5 PG. I can live with him not being the greatest slasher. Those are all realistic things that are based on what real life looks like, right? But one thing I can't live with is him being a liability as a shooter. And that's just like Tyrese Halliburton should never be a liability as a shooter. I don't care if he has a slower, jankier release in real life. Find a way to make it look good in 2K and make it smooth in 2K. Because I should not be unable to use Tyrese Halliburton because he's not good enough as a jump shooter. That is a ridiculous statement. But he's not. With the release that he has, I don't care what the stats and bad say. Unless you're wide open, you're not hitting anything with him. And that's a real shame. Like, we can't let... this was so easy to fix, too. Just change his jump shot base to something better. It doesn't have to look identical. Like, this was an easy fix. This is a whiff by 2K, because this Halliburton card would have been really good if he had a good release. He'd be super fun. He's one of the more exciting young players in the league, and he's been playing awesome in real life. And you just go out here and give him the most jank release in the world in the name of, I guess, quote-unquote realism. Like, please, you could still change it. Let's make this release better. Let's make this card good for the community. Let's make this card fun. Come on. What is this release? This is terrible. It is what it is. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.